Northern Kentucky restaurant owners say that they can't catch a break with indoor dining shut down once again. Profits continue to dwindle, and they're frustrated with what they say is a lack of communication from the governor's office. Now they are demanding answers. Walter Smith-Randolph is live in Covington with more on their struggles. Walter.
Good evening, Paul and Kyle. These restaurant owners, they're just really frustrated. They're really upset. We're here at Smoke Justice in Covington, and you can see the different array of options of outdoor dining. But these restaurant owners say that they're frustrated with the lack of communication. And today is a perfect example of that. We just found out when indoor dining can resume from the governor's press conference, but the restaurant owners didn't know until we called them and told them. And we only knew that because of that press conference. So they say they want better communication, and they also want to see some data about coronavirus spread. Joel Howell owns 3 restaurants across northern Kentucky, but business has not been going well at Barleycorns.
Oh, it's dropped tremendously. I mean, we're not doing 30% of what we would normally do.
While Barleycorns has a tent and outside bar, the closure of indoor dining for a second time is a tremendous blow.
Ticked off was my feeling, to be quite honest with you. He has not given the Kentucky Restaurant Association a seat at the table.
Joe was talking about Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear. He says the governor is unfairly targeting restaurants with no proof that restaurants are virus spreaders.
If guests don't feel comfortable coming in because they're susceptible, then they shouldn't come in. But there are plenty of guests out there that do not feel that way.
But last month, Governor Beshear said restaurants are spreaders, just days after he shut down indoor dining for a second time.
We have every major federal expert saying restaurants, bars, gyms are places that this spreads. We know that when we had to stop indoor dining and close bars, that we stopped the increase in July.
Prove it, says Joe.
You know, we really can't get an answer out of the administration on this, on why they're being targeted. There is no data to support it whatsoever.
Local 12 reached out to the Northern Kentucky Health Department for an interview and to see if it's traced any virus transmissions back to local restaurants. We were told we'd have answers by 3 o'clock today. That didn't happen.
We believe that the Restaurant Association should have a seat at the table.
Joe says restaurant owners just want more communication and clearer rules. While he says Barleycorns will survive, he's not sure about everyone else.
This is our livelihood. This is how we make our money.
And I just heard back from the Northern Kentucky Health Department. They sent me an email saying that it is rarely possible to trace a case back to the specific person or place where the person became infected, and therefore such local data does not exist. I also spoke to the Kentucky Restaurant Association. They say there's no communication with the governor's office. They wish that it was designed more like an advisory council they have in Ohio. Mike DeWine has been consulting with some restaurant owners there. And again, the Kentucky Restaurant Association says they're learning about some of these orders when everybody else does during these live press briefings. We're live in Covington tonight. Walter Smith-Randolph, Local 12 News.
Walter,
Paula?
we're all trying to learn, and I'm looking at the tent behind you, and you were explaining that's considered outdoors. So even though it's an enclosed space, it's considered outdoors and not a building.
Yes, because it's outside. It has some ventilation. You can see it has some openings on the side here. They really have tried to be very creative here. You can sit outside here. You can go under this tent. And then over there, they have these pods, which they're calling Christmas cabanas.
All right. I mean, you feel for them. And I know Kyle and I are trying to order out a lot to help them, whatever you can do. Thanks, Walter. Yeah. And at today's live briefing, Governor Beshear said that indoor dining can actually resume on December 14th with 50% capacity.